morning. Are we here? Always takes a second or two, I think, from when I start talking to when you guys can start seeing and hearing me. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, friends. Let's see. I am not seeing it here yet, so let us see. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Almost. I think I'm still talking to myself for a sec. Do. Are we there? Can you guys see me and hear me? Hello, okay, good. Hi, Kim, yes, and Jane. Welcome, everybody. Just checking the chat to see Jackie. Hi, Jackie and Jess and Shirley, Corey, Jeanette, Sarah. Good morning, friends. Anne, Patricia, Susan. You see and hear me. Good, good, good. Hi, Kylie and Sandy. And Mandy. Oh, look at everyone's rhyming today. And Kelly, Donna, Jennifer. Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? The 10th of July. It's still hot here. It's still really hot here in Utah. I think we're like low hundreds, and that's just kind of where we'll probably sit for the next little while because there is like zero chance of rain. I don't know, anywhere between now and eternity, it seems. But so where you guys are, pop in the chat. Tell me where you are. Sheila's from Overcast, UK, Illinois. Let's see. 114. Oh, Shirley, you win the prize. But you probably win the prize. Oh my goodness. Tennessee, Nova Scotia. Carol, right? Tiber Mom, I think Carol. Kylie, so excited to watch you while I iron my mom's curtains. And you guys, you know what? This is funny. This is the best thing about what we do every Saturday is I talk, and I pretty much don't stop talking the whole time because that's just the way I am. And you guys do all the things. Some of you are listening with me. Some of you are doing other crafts. Some of you are catching up on partially finished projects. Some of you are ironing. Some of you are delivering mail. Some of you are working all different kinds of things, which I think is so fun. So cool and rainy in Michigan, probably a very steamy, right? I saw somebody said steamy Arkansas, I think. Michelle from SoCal, warm California, Thousand Oaks, Jennifer. Yes, that's how I know Jennifer is from Treasured Memories. No, Jennifer, I think we knew each other before that, didn't we? Maybe. Anyhow, so welcome everybody. We have a couple lists that we'll get to today, but I have a couple things first. Well, let me back up. Most of you know me, I think, but every once in a while we have somebody that just stumbles along and finds me here on YouTube. So if we haven't met before, welcome. I'm talking to you. My name is Lael Konkar, and I have a business called Lael by Mail. I'll cut right to the chase because I usually go through a whole lengthy thing about how all these started, but no, it doesn't really matter anymore. I have a business. I have a website, and I do project kits. So scrapbook project kits, traveler's notebook project kits, mini book kits, all different kinds of things, and then a lot of the supplies that go with those. Normally, I travel and teach. At one point in my life, it was all over the world, and now it's pretty much all over US and Canada, teaching different kinds of classes at either events or scrapbook stores. And with COVID, for the last 15 months, 16, I don't know how many months or so, that pretty much came to a screeching halt. So I started doing things on YouTube. So here I am. And if you are new, welcome. It is a super friendly bunch. When I am live, there is a chat that takes place on the, I think, right-hand side of your screen, depending on the view that you have. So, like I said, super friendly bunch. If you are new, just pop in and say, hi, I'm new. Tell us your name and where you're from, because there's something really cool that can come out of that. I think last week this started. There are two people that have been participating for a long time in our Saturday sessions, Kim Pope and Mindy Hall. Now, I have met Mindy in person, but I have not met Kim Pope. Mindy recently moved, and through the chat last week, Mindy and Kim realized that they are like one town apart from each other in Oklahoma, which was so cool. So they both emailed me separately last week. They met up in person last week, which I think is so cool because you guys, that came out of this. That came out of this wonderful, amazing community that we have all built over the last, since March of 2020. So I think that is so, so cool. And the neatest thing about, well, one of the neatest things about it is that Mindy had just barely moved to that area. So I think, Mindy, you have relatives there. Or if Mindy's not on, Kim, you may know if she has relatives there, but probably doesn't know a ton of people. And to be able to have that connection with somebody that you have a lot in common with, because if we're all here on a Saturday, we pretty much have things in common. I just thought that was so cool. So you never know who you might meet here in the chat, and then maybe meet up in real life or not, or just be internet friends or what have you. So that's so cool. I know, I love that. I love that. Okay. So just looking at the chat here really quick, there's Nancy. All right, friends. So a giveaway from last week. The giveaway for last week was, hold on, I can see out of the corner of my eye, lots of chat happening. So, hi, Shawnee. Okay. So the winner last week's giveaway was the Twilight. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. The Twilight Traveler's Notebook Kit. And this one goes to, and it's the kit, not the completed project, because it's fun to make the kit. That one I drew this morning, and it goes to Jane Allen. So Jane, if you're on, congrats. If not, you have the information because I replied to your comment and told you how to get in touch with me. That was really fun last week, you guys. I do giveaway every week, and generally what I do is I pick one of our listing topics, whether or not you're listing, because even in your head, if you're not listing, I ask you to leave a comment once the video is over and give me one of the things that would be on your list. And so last week it was one of the favorite things about your home, and I had so much fun reading those. There's some really neat kind of stories that you guys told in those comments. So that also kind of helps me to get to know you guys a little bit better, because you know lots about me because I just tell you everything. But a lot of times I don't get to know a lot about you. So that's the way that I can get to know a little bit more about you guys, is having you leave me a comment. And then it's kind of fun because I do a little giveaway with that. So speaking of giveaways, this week, our giveaway for this week, what did I do with that? Oh, it's over here. Hang tight. Is this little bundle of goodness. It is just chill. So there's a sticker book, a 6x8 pad, and the die cut ephemera. And I'll be using some of this today, and I think some of it next week as well. So as we're working, I'm gonna just do a quick side note. As we're working and I talk about products and I'm using different products, in most cases I have them linked in the description of the video down below. In some cases I have them on my website. In other cases I've linked elsewhere. I always encourage you, if you have a local independent scrapbook store, to shop there first, because that's super important that we support them. But if you can't find what you're looking for, then sometimes I can help. So I will be using those. Those are linked on my website. One quick thing about the links. For some reason, as we've discovered, the links will work for some people and not at all for others. And I don't know if that's an internet setting or a firewall or something weird that you have. But what we have discovered, I think, is if you just copy and paste links and pop them into your browser window, then they work fine. So that is the giveaway for this week. I will draw for that a week from today, so next Saturday morning. And this week, let's say one of our lists is, favorite smells. So once we're done, remember at some point in the next week to come back. Make a note, mental note, make a note, whatever it is, to come back and leave a comment on the video. So not in the chat. Leave a comment on the video telling me what one of your favorite smells is. And if you have a why, then tell me why. But if not, just tell me one of your favorite smells. And next week I will draw for that little Just Chill bundle. So let's see. Hi, Bernice. Is Jane on? I can't tell. Oh, I know. I see. Jane D she got really excited for a minute until I said Jane Allen instead of Jane D. Sorry, Jane. The good news is when you have a weird name like me is when your name gets drawn for something, it's pretty much you. All right, friends. So I am going to, do we have someone new? Do we have maybe Joey's Plans? I see you guys welcoming Joey's Plans. So Joey's Plans. Joey, you are. Oh, so Joey's lurked before, but haven't introduced yourself. Welcome, Joey. I'm glad you popped in and introduced yourself because it's just good to know that you're here. It's always good to know that you guys are all here. Oh, and then look we have another one, Scrapinology. Gina from Reno. Been here silently. We have made a purchase from the shop. So here's the deal. I love that you have been here silently, but now you're just popping in and saying hi. There's a lot of you that are here silently, whether you are watching live or you are watching, you know, when they say, is it live or is it Memorex? A lot of you are watching silently because I can see that after the fact. We've had, you guys, I don't know, as much as, well, the very first video I did is well into like the 30,000s, which I think is so cool. But we usually average around, I don't know, anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 views a week, which I think is so cool because this just little fun thing that we do that started out of COVID is kind of far reaching in all the parts of the world, which is awesome. All right, friends. So we are going to flip the camera and then we will get going. Okay, ready? So flipping camera, we're gonna go for a little spin. So arms and legs inside the right at all times. If you get a little dizzy, then just shut your eyes for a little second. And we're gonna go in 1, 2, 3. There we go. This is funny. I always forget something like right before I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot my water, or oh shoot, I forgot my notebook with my lists on it, or oh shoot, this morning, forgot to put deodorant on. And you might think, well, well, you know, generally it's good to have deodorant on, but you know, I'm not with you guys in person, so what's the big deal? Well, yeah, I just prefer to have deodorant on because, Colleen, thank you. I am plugging in right now. Okay, guess what I forgot? Gosh darn it. All right, so this is what I just realized I forgot as I'm talking about things that, you know, forgetting. So I should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And if you were with us last week at the very, very end, because I just stayed on after and completed some lists, and some of you stayed to hang out, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And my dear sweet husband, Nick, who knows what I do every Saturday, I guess didn't realize I was still on. So he called at the very end. And if you're filming, here's just an FYI, if you're ever filming on YouTube Live and your phone rings, it kind of, you lose everybody. So we're going to cross our fingers and hope. Yeah, let's cross our fingers and hope. And I did say that at the beginning last time. I keep telling myself, I need to have a little checklist to make sure. And I'm like, I don't need a checklist. I do this every Saturday. Well, usually it's a couple times a week because I'm also, you know, teaching classes too. But anyhow, let's just cross our fingers and hope we're good. Oh, all right. I just saw a comment. Cows are fun, just a new opportunity to take photos. I never tire of what I read in the chats, you guys. I talk chat. Sometimes so fun, so funny. Yeah, I do listing videos, but I don't need a list. Yeah, believe me, I need a list. But that one, I get too confident. Oh, I know exactly what I need to do every week. I do it every week. Why would I? Yeah. That's the one I always forget. All right, friends, so let's take a quick look at our 3 lists. I know it should be one of my lists. Let's take a look at our 3 lists from last week. Again, this week I am going sans studio lights. So no studio lights, still way too hot. Still way, way too hot. Oh yes, the Simple Stories collection has the cows. That is really cute. Kelly, my top. Yes, so there's a little part of it. The little bell sleeves or bat wings or whatever. This, I'm all about the tops that have the wings or whatever. This is, I think, from the Loft, the Ann Taylor Loft, but it's been years ago. Because I have spent many hours over this past week, like literally going through every single thing in my closet and trying every single thing on. And then the stuff I'm like, yeah, that doesn't fit, or yeah, I'm not going to wear that anymore, then I'm donating that. So it's amazing when you do that and the things that you find, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this top. I love it. So our list from last week. So one of the lists, and this happened to be the 3rd one that we did, but I was filling in an empty page. This was what I love about our home. And just a fun little simple list. This was the giveaway that we did. You guys left a comment telling me things that you loved about your home, which I just loved. It was so fun. And I used the Reaching Out collection here. So the those three little houses were, I thought, just so cute. It was perfect for it. Then we did, like we always do, the first Saturday of every month. The home stickers, Kim, those are the Sunshine. Well, this is the same one, but those are the Doodlebug Sunshine. And they are, that is the mint color. But yeah, the Doodlebug Sunshine, that's one of my favorite Doodlebug fonts. Video LED lights instead of large ones. So that could possibly work. And I have to play around. The thing with LED lights is they're a really like bright white. So sometimes they could work, sometimes maybe not. I'm actually going to try something. I just turned on the overhead light. And I think I'm going to go with the overhead light today because Terry, are you on? Terry, maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I was talking about how warm I was in here. And she said, you know what? Why don't you put a fan in your craft room? And I said, oh, I'm worried about that because if I put a fan in the craft room, then all the things are going to blow around. Well, between Sam, our younger son, who is working towards becoming an electrician, and then my husband, Nick, who's super duper handy, I now have a fan on the ceiling in my, is it bad? Bad shadow? Okay, we'll take it off. I won't turn on the fan because that was the caveat. Nick said, well, we can do the fan, but it has to be connected to the light. So we're good. Ditch it. Okay, gotcha. I'll just do this. I'll just turn on my little face fan. Oh, or not. Okay, hang on, friends. You know, it's that time of life, so it's very toasty. Let me see. I'm just looking for one more cord. One more Apple cord, or not Apple cord, whatever that is, the USB. There we go. Because that does not plug in and it needs oh heavens, what do I have here? All the Apple cords. Nick came in. Nick's at a golf tournament, like a 4-day golf tournament. Well, he's here, but it's in town. Anyhow, long story, but he came and stole a bunch of my little Apple cords because, I don't know, he needed them for something. All right, one more thing. Sometimes the hot flashes hit, friends, and you don't really know that they're going to hit, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. Now I have a face fan. One of these days I'm going to just put the neck fan on that I haven't put to do that. Okay, good. All right, so here we go. We did our what I love about our home list. Then we moved to this one. And I came back and finished this one at the very end. So there's a little bit more that I did if you ducked out early. But the first weekend, the first Saturday of every month, I always do my about last month list. And that is where I just list a bunch of things that happened over the last month. So there we go. And I use that cute Sun-Kissed collection from Simple Stories because I just think that is the best ever. And then the last one, oh, I loved this. Okay, so when we did the list, I only had this half of the list because I had been looking for my external hard drives that had years and years and years and years and years of photos on them, going all the way back to, well, earlier than 2005. I don't remember when I started shooting digital, so yes, many, many years, and I couldn't find them, and I was having a little bit of an anxiety attack because I mean, when you do what I do, and photos are like a very obviously important part of your life because that's what started it all for me. I love taking photos, and I love the memories associated with those. So when I thought, well, when I couldn't find any of my external hard drives, I was a little panic-stricken. But good news is I did find them, and so this was a photo. I knew I wanted to do a full-page photo here. This was our list, favorite 4th of July memories, and that's little Sam, who's now almost 21, going to one of our little neighborhood parades. So those were our 3 lists from last week. Okay, this week, our first list that we're going to do is, I think I'm calling it like my makeup essentials. Now, I am not a huge makeup person. I don't have like drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers full. I know, look at little baby Sam. He was like 4.5 there. Such a cutie. Anyhow, makeup. So I just know the makeup I like, and it's funny with me, I will kind of try to branch out and try new things, and then I'm like, nope, that didn't work. I should have just stayed with it. Same thing with my nail polish color that I've worn for, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 or 8 years. I try to go to something else, and I'm like, nope, this is good. So, Karen says she has lots of makeup. And here's the other thing. I really have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to makeup. I just kind of play. And it's interesting. Generally, when you film, you need a little bit more makeup because that's just the way that it works. And then sometimes I forget that I have a little bit more makeup on and I leave on a Saturday after filming, and then it's like, oh boy. Diane says she hasn't worn makeup in years, and even when she did, she really wore it. So you know what? That's absolutely right. We all do. I always say, you do you. If you are listing and you don't wear a lot of makeup, then maybe you like perfume, or maybe you like fingernail polish colors, or maybe you like, I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe you like shoes and you want to list your favorite shoe brands, or you totally go off the rails and do something entirely different. But for me, I am going to do makeup essentials. So the first thing that, well, let's talk about what I'm going to use. I found the coolest things, you guys. Let's see. Here's the package. They are the Willow Lane. These are called, they're journaling ephemera. And when I saw these, I'm like, oh my gosh, these will be so fun for our list, because look at that. It is a pocket that has a little card in it. You guys know how much I love to use the library cards in the pockets in my list. So this is perfect. So it's what basically the whole package is. This is another one that has this little card, another pocket that has this little card. So another great thing for listing, especially with the XOXO, really anything you love there. That would make a really fun list. Well, I won't try to jam that back in there. But all of them have just those little pockets. So another little pocket, another little pocket. This guy, I think I'm going to use this guy next week, but look at how cute this is. This is the only one that doesn't have a pocket, but it has these like 4 little, it's like a little notepad that's been stitched to that. So that I'm excited to use. Anyhow, so all of those little pieces, but the one I'm using this week is that guy. So that will be part of my list. And those I have linked in the description of the video. Then I pulled out the Storyline, Heidi Swapp Storyline paper pad. Colleen, that's funny. I just saw Colleen's comment. She said, funny story. I took a special effects makeup course years ago, but I very rarely do I wear makeup. But Colleen, I bet you do like the big, like blood spatter things or zombie things all the time, right? Because that's what you learned. Too funny. All right. Oh, Bernice. There we go. Bernice said she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, but her go-to is lipstick. Yeah, it could be that. Lipstick, your favorite lipstick. I was going to say flavors, although sometimes it seems like the lipstick has a little bit of a flavor to it. All right, so I pulled out the Storyline pad, which is a really good, just kind of assortment of lots of different colors and patterns, like Heidi always does in her paper pads. A really good kind of mix of just really good fun things. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on, I'm going to pull this out because maybe that might be a good one for the next list. Mascara. So Diane, really good pocket. Diane left a really good comment. She said, I work from home, so I rarely wear makeup too, but when I do, I love it. So, and that may, is that a brand, Diane? SCINT? I don't know. And that's the thing, right? For a lot of us with COVID, and even before COVID, I've worked from home for years. So I don't wear any makeup when I work from home, except if I'm filming a class. Although some of you know, if you joined me for the Traveler's Notebook class, the Midsummer one on Monday night, that was a rare sighting of Lael. My hair was up in a messy bun. I don't think I had any makeup on, which was kind of weird. Shawnee, the collection, the pockets are from Willow Lane. So I have linked to the pockets in the description of the video. All right, so I went through the Storyline pad and I pulled out a couple that I thought might work well with that pocket. So that will be my base, and then we'll go from there. One of those will be the base. So this is a single page list, and that could be really, really pretty with it, right? But that also may go a different direction that I'm planning for the embellishments. So the embellishments I'm using, these are, problem is I take them out of the package and I'm like, what was that again? These, oh, the Pick Me Up. They're Pick Me Up stickers. They're really thin chipboard. So just a little bit of a thicker type sticker. But I thought that I would use some of these. I really kind of was drawn to the flowers. And then look at this. I mean, is this not perfect or what? Look at, what do we say? You do you. So that will for sure go on this list because how could it not? But I think that's kind of the direction I'm headed. So I don't know. These are a little bit more, these flowers could certainly go with this, but I think these are a little bit more playful. These things are a little bit more playful. And this is a little bit more, I don't know, subdued or not sophisticated, but just a little bit more subdued. So I think I will go with, I pulled this out because these are just so cute, the little rainbows. So I think that will be the base of, and I'll lose a little bit of the rainbow, but that's okay. All right, so let's get out our trimmer. Hi, okay, Ijeoma, right? Maybe. Rainy Nigeria. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're talking about graying. Okay. All right. So, yes, I have a gray streak in like the front of my bangs, which when you're blondish, it's actually not too bad until I pull my hair up and then it's like, oh heavens, there it is. All right. So I need to trim this. I always use 6x8 paper. Well, probably 99.9% of the time when I'm working in my traveler's notebooks because the inserts that I use are standard wide. Standard is 8.25. A standard wide is 5. So this one I have right here is a standard. Standard is about 4.25. So see the difference? And when you're like me and you like working with lots of different product and you like to write a lot of things, I prefer the standard wide. But standard wide, that's the size that I generally prefer to use. I like to use the 6x8 pads because 8 is the height of a 6x8 and our insert is 8.25. So if I just use that without cutting it, I get a nice little white border all the way around. And then 5 is my width of my pad is 6, or the paper in my pad is 6. So I don't have to trim too much and I don't lose too much of that pattern. So I think what I'm going to do is trim this to 4.75. I think that's generally what I do when I am just looking for a nice kind of background. I cut 8, I don't have to cut because it's already 8, by 4.75. If I was doing a 2-page list, I could save the piece that I just cut off and do something like this, where I put part of the paper on one page and then part of the paper on the other page, and then I could do my list here and kind of do a little bit of decorating. Now I'm totally confused. It was like this. There we go. So it would be like that because I try to keep that pattern together. All right, so I need a corner rounder to round the outer corners because that's what I like to do, round the outer corners so they kind of match the outer corners that are rounded automatically, or that's just how the inserts that I use are. They already have rounded corners. So that will go right there. I think this list I will build outside of the insert, and then when I get it all done, I'll just go ahead and adhere that entire thing. So here we go. That will go there. Like so. Let's come in and outline, because I can't do a list without the outlining, can I? I think the reason I was so drawn to that one, navy is for sure my favorite color. Navy is kind of the base color, the accent, I guess, of my website. And then pink, and my logo. And pink is like a really rare accent color that I use on my website and also on part of my logo. So that's kind of fun. That's why I was drawn to that. So this will go here. I need to figure out for my title. So this little guy is, I think I want this to be able to poke out a little bit, because I'll do my title right here. And if I want that to poke out, I'm going to not want that to sink down, right? If I don't want that to sink down, because I'll lose, you won't be able to see very much of it, I think I will use one of these stickers. Oopsie. One of these stickers over here. Oh, FedEx is at my door. Wonder what he has. One of these stickers to kind of anchor this. So it'll give us a little bit of extra color and pattern, but it also will be functional in that it will help kind of close the bottom part of the pocket so that does not, that doesn't go anywhere. So, happiness. Oh, I think that's going to be it, because that just goes so well. Now the question is if that orange kind of goes really well with those rainbows. But if I do that, then where can my little flower go? Because the flower, oh, I know what I can do. All right, I'm going to grab, hang on, I just need to dig for the drawer. And this is what happens. We're just working and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. And then I think of something, I'm like, oh, I need to grab that. This is called a powder tool. And these I have on my website. The powder tool, what it does is it basically takes the sticky off of a sticker. Oh, inhaled that. So I can just, it's kind of powder, but it will just take the sticky off of the sticker because I don't want that to be sticky. If it's sticky, it will, it's funny. It smells like, it really smells like powder. So it smells like a makeup that maybe my grandma used to wear. The powder tool would not be one of my favorite smells on my list that we'll do later. If I take off enough of that sticky, oh yeah, awesome. If I take off enough of that sticky, then I can figure out where to use this flower and not have it kind of impede the this little card from going up and down. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me pull that out. The pocket is a piece of vellum. And so I have to be careful about what I adhere on top, because if this had all of it sticky and I did that, it could make it so that the card then wouldn't go all the way down. I know, super cute pocket. All right, so let me just pop this back in and figure out how this is going to work, because I want both of these. I want both of them, but no, too much pink. Where'd my happiness go? I've lost my happiness. Oh, there it is. I still like this here, but I want to figure out how I can get this cute little flower in there, because that's part of the color. That's part of what I like. Not there. It can go here, but then if I were to layer this, which if I was working on a scrapbook page or a mini book or something, I would totally layer this and it would be okay. But I don't want to do that in my traveler's notebook, because it's just going to make it a little bit too, it'll make it a little bit too thick, which I don't want to have happen. But that, I can kind of tuck this in here like this. Might be able to get that to work kind of that way. I think we'll do that. All right, so let's go ahead and adhere the, oh, forgot my tape runner. Adhere this down and see what we get. All right, guys, so I lost my happiness. I know, right? Wasn't that funny? All right, so are you guys listening with me today? Just curious. If you are listening with me, pipe up in the chat and let me know, because then once we get going, I will be interested to know what some of your like go-to makeup items are. All right, this has to go a little bit further over like that. And then this guy, I don't know, I feel like if I come in, let me grab a different pair of scissors. Grab my little Teflon scissors here. I think if I can chop part of this S off, like that. Listening. Working on COVID TN number 4. Love it, Mandy. That is awesome. I'm so curious. Trisha, is Trisha here today? Trisha, I think I see every once in a while on here. I just noticed on Facebook this morning that it was her birthday. So if she's here, then happy birthday, Trisha. Probably not. She's like, yeah, I have better things to do on my birthday than hang out with you. I want to make sure we can still see that's an S. Okay, we're good. All right. So now I need my title. Makeup. I pulled out a couple of different alpha stickers. But I think what's going to happen, I could do yellow. All right, we need to test something here, friends. We need to look to see what happens if we use like this font. This is the My Type font from Doodlebug, to see if we have enough room. Because if we don't, then I may need to just stamp the title instead of use alpha stickers. We'll see. Pam's making a list for future crafting. Listing things you're grateful for. I love that one. You know what, Irene, that is such a great list topic. I think I usually try to do that one in November timeframe, because that's usually when we can tend to think about things that we're grateful for. But you could totally do that every month. I was doing, and I'm just chit-chatting here while I'm doing my title to see if we can get this to work, to fit. I call it a positivity tracker. A couple of years ago, every day I would sit down at the end of the day and just write one little thing. So I had a list, and it was 1 through 28 or 30 or 31. And every day I'd write down something that was positive. So it could be something I was grateful for, something that happened positive in the day. Even if it was like, I got to sleep in, or, didn't have to be big, but that type of list I think you could really do anytime. All right, so I've pulled out my stickers. I'm using my little reverse grip tweezers, which I use a lot of time when I am trying to place stickers, because that reverse grip really grips. And then I use my metal ruler. So I am going to line up my letters on the ruler. And I'm using just one of the little lines on here that will help to make sure that they are straight. And then I will place them, and I'll show how I do that. So while we're doing this, watching me on TV, adjust the speed. Oh gosh, Marie, that's hilarious. Adjust the speed. So I assume you're not slowing me down. Although I don't know, speeding up, fast forward, you're like, get on with it, get on with it. Susan, I love that. Susan writes 10 things she's grateful for every day. That is a really great habit to get into, right? Because it just, puts things in perspective. You don't have to be grateful because, they don't have to be big grateful things, right? I won a lottery. I'm so grateful. I didn't, but I'm so grateful. I retired. You definitely, but they don't have to be giant things. They could be, I'm really grateful because when I went to Trader Joe's yesterday, they still had peonies in season, and I bought 3 bunches of peonies for only $15. I mean, it could be whatever. So I love that idea. Carol's working on a Vicky Booten card. Yes. Notebooks and notebooks. Yes, I'm sure to focus on the good. And that's the great thing too, is that when things are stressful, sometimes it's a really good exercise because you're so focused on the bad things that are happening, that if you can focus on, not even focus on, just list and the things that you're grateful for. A fresh peach, you know, they don't have, like I said, they don't have to be big things. They can be big things, but I like to do that too, with the things that make me happy. Because sometimes, you know, the things that make you happy can be like flowers, fresh peach, you know, the newest episode of whatever show you're binge watching or newest season or whatever. All right, so I know I'll have plenty of room. So now that I have my stickers lined up, I can also use my ruler just by going back and forth to make sure that I get that centered-ish, right? Kind of centered. So if I go right there, hang on, I'm just gonna see, we want it to be right about there. And then I just press down. Now these are cardstock stickers and they are super, super narrow. So sometimes when I do this, they have a little bit of a hard time staying straight. So we'll see. Oh, we're good. Okay, makeup. Okay, essentials. So we'll just do this. Essentials. Alrighty, so now I will do my little divider line just so that I can kind of separate. When I do something like that, and I'll be writing a lot right here, I try to separate. So when I write part of my title and then I'm going to start doing my list, I'll try to add a little separator or something right there just so it separates the title from what I'm about to write. Okay, so, oh, Debbie, something new I learned each day. That's a really good one. And you know what's so interesting about that is that that really makes you, I think two things happen. Number one, I think it really makes you focus on what you're doing throughout the day. And then it also helps you to seek out new things, right? I like that one. So you know what? Actually, I mean, I really, really like it. So I'm going to just make a little mental note, which a mental note is I have to write it down in my little listing thing. This is maybe things I learned this week or month. So we'll figure that out. But I think that would be a great future list. All right. So back to our task at hand. So those were my type. And I think we're just about ready for our list. Makeup makes me happy. That's why it says happiness. Okay, makeup essentials. Now, I made my list ahead of time because I had to. Well, I had to because otherwise I'll forget something I won't remember. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to list these in the order that I would use them. So things like the moisturizer I use, those aren't going to be on my list. And these are, you guys, this is just me. There are no links to anything I use. This is just what I like to use. If you have a question about anything, just let me know and I'll tell you. But it's usually, Ulta or Sephora is usually pretty much where I get everything. Or sometimes Walgreens, depending on what it is. All right, so if I start, of course, I didn't put these in order of use. The first thing that I put on, would be this. Studio Foundation, and it is number NC30 by MAC. So it's a MAC Cosmetics. All right, I'm going to cross these out. So that would go on first. Next up would go, medium tan, Mineralize Skin Finish powder. That's also a MAC. That's a summertime one, though. That's definitely not a wintertime one. Or I look a little bit like George. What's his name? George, the guy, older man that's like super tan all the time. Oh, you know what, Sheila? I think I have a Thrive thing on my list. I do. I do have a Thrive on my list. George, okay, you guys, somebody help me out. George Hamilton, thank you, Sandy. Yes. Sometimes or I'll be like, Nick, do I look like an Oompa Loompa? Right? Very orange. Okay, so those two things go on, and then I put on my, now I am editing this name. This is the Blank I'm Flawless Concealer. And that is by Il Maquillage. So that one, interestingly enough, when I went to look at it this morning, it's this. That. And that's exactly how they do it. Here, let me pull that up. It's a 4-letter word, a bad 4-letter word. And it's that, but it doesn't, it's not spelled out. It just has those little asterisks in it. I'm like, oh, that's clever. Not. But yes, I'm Flawless Concealer. Okay, that's the next one. Then the next one is this one. Bronzing powder. It's also a MAC. Yeah, I think I like the MAC stuff. Then after that, now I don't always do this. If I'm filming, especially if I'm filming for a long time, Prep and Prime finishing powder. My friend Laura at scrapbook.com turned me onto that one because when I was filming a lot at scrapbook.com, you're under studio lights for a long time, and so we'd sometimes do a take between, different segments or whatever, and then I would do that because it gets rid of the shine. All right, so that is, then there's one more thing. Golly, there's a lot on the face. This next one is the Medium Glow Lumi Glotion. And that's by L'Oreal. My friend Stephanie, oh my gosh, I just totally drew a blank. It starts with an H. Yeah, Howell, there we go. Stephanie Howell, she does lots of makeup things on Instagram. And so I saw her do that. I'm like, I'm going to try that. And I did. That's a L'Oreal one. So that's a drugstore one, which is awesome. Okay, so we are now on to the eyes. All right, so Foxy Eye Shadow. And that is Urban Decay. It's just like with my fingernails. I don't do, they're pretty neutral. All of my makeup is usually pretty neutral. I don't do like crazy blue, green. Not there's anything wrong with that. It's just not me. Like eyeshadow. And although I will tell you, in high school, when I was in like 9th grade, I probably did the blue mascara. And it was like the electric blue mascara. So how many of you, maybe you're around my age and did the electric blue mascara back in high school? That was kind of crazy. All right, that's the eyeshadow. And then, the next one is the Bourbon Eye Pencil. Also an Urban Decay. And so interesting, this is also this is the order I put my makeup on. So it's interesting if, I would imagine we probably all, if you're doing makeup, you start with the face and then go to the eyes and then the lips. I don't know, that's what I do. Okay, let's see. NYX Matter Bronzer. Ooh, okay, Karen, I'm gonna go look for that. NYX Matter Bronzer. And NYX, that's a usually good price. Urban Decay Naked too. Yes, Debbie, I love all of the like their naked palettes for sure. Let's see. Harmonize Beauty on Insta from Utah. Ooh, Harmonize Beauty. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna watch that. That's another one we need to do, you guys. We need to do a like a YouTube, channels that you watch. That would be a fun list. Lauren, tiny bit younger, got navy blue. They didn't have navy blue when I was in high school. It was like the electric blue, right? Okay. KMC Stamper, yes. Yvonne, yes. Sheila, blue mascara and blue eyeshadow. Tam, blue or purple mascara there. Oh, Lordy. Sarah, me too, blue eyeshadow and blue eyes. It's at Target. Karen, okay, yes. The NYX. Okay, I will go look for sure. Oh, Jeanette, I love that. When you reach 75, try Estee Lauder Camouflage Makeup. That's a good tip. Electric blue mascara is probably the last time I was obsessed with makeup. Kylie, that's funny. Does anyone else stick out their tongue when applying mascara? Okay, Colleen, how about this one? Does anyone else, when you're putting on mascara, like completely open your mouth or your eyeshadow? It's really hard. I don't know if you even think about it, but when you do that, I have a hard time not opening my mouth. Oh, Debbie, yes, Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. I have that too. I don't use it very often, but if I'm going to like a trade show or something where I know I kind of want to be really put together for the whole day, yes, I will do that for sure. Okay, Bourbon Eye Pencil. Okay, next one is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil number 2. That is Benefit. That also, I kind of have 2 mascaras. There's one mascara that I'd worn for a really long time, and it's the They're Real Mascara, also by Benefit. But then, I don't know, I was watching a YouTube or something. Then I discovered this one, and someone earlier said Thrive. It is called Liquid Lash Extensions, and it's mascara. And it's by Thrive. That I love. Love, love, love. It's the kind of mascara that puts like, this is going to say where it puts like little tubes. So it completely coats your eyelash. And that makes my eyelashes look normal. I have white eyelashes. I mean like white. They're not gray, they're white. They've always been that way. They're so blonde, they're white. That if I don't have mascara on, it looks like I have no eyes. I mean, it looks really weird. So mascara is a big thing in my world. Let's see. L'Oreal still makes electric blue mascara. I have it in your kit. Kim, what kit? What is that? Roll your eyeballs when putting on eyeliner. That's funny. Lauren said, anyone else do multimedia a lot and get mad at Facebook ads for makeup that looks like it should be crafty goodness? That's funny, right? How do you not sweat off all those layers of makeup? So here's the thing, Kylie. So the foundation is a really light foundation. It's not like a BB, what do they call it? A BB? BB? I don't know, whatever it is. It's not a really heavy foundation. The mineralized skin finish powder is super light. The concealer, I only put under my eyes and like down a little bit, the center of my nose. The bronzing powder is really light, and that's what I use as like my blush. And then the medium glow Lumi Glotion, again, I just put kind of where I put the concealer underneath my eyes and my nose. So it's really not a lot. Otherwise, I would totally sweat it off. Absolutely. Absolutely. Milk Brand, Diane, I've heard Milk Brand too. The Magic Hot Stage, I know. I'm right there with you, honey. Better Than Sex Mascara. No judging. And Better Than Sex Mascara, there's also something called a Better Than Sex Cake. I don't know if you've ever had that. Tarte's Lights, Camera, Ashes. So this is interesting. Mascara for me, I must have really oily, like under my eyelids underneath my bottom lashes because there's been great mascara I've tried over the years, but like an hour in, it looks like I have raccoon eyes because that mascara, just because I guess the oily skin under my lashes just gets everywhere. Brow Fix. Okay, Sheila, I'll have to try their Brow Fix too. Oh, there we go. Diane Hunter Brows Micro Shadow. There we go. BB, there we go. BB or CC cream. CC cream. Yes. So it's not like that. I actually did try some, well, I don't know what it is. I think it's CC cream. I don't know where I got BB. I think it's CC cream. I tried that actually. I want to say maybe 8 months ago during some of my videos. And I'm like, oh yeah. After I was done, I'm like, I can't do that because I looked like a giant puddle of gross on my face. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We're almost done with the makeup. And it probably takes me, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. So I'm not like the makeup queen by any means. Okay, we got both the lips, both of those. All right, 2 more things. Oh, what prompted this list, by the way? If you didn't know, July 29th is National Lipstick Day. So that makes sense. July, we're doing our makeup essentials. All right, 2 different lipsticks. The one that I have worn for years, and it is like the cheapest thing that you can ever find. It's a Wet n Wild, and it is called, where did I put this? Oh, it's called Rico Mauve, right? Like Rico Suave, Rico Mauve. Well, I'm sure it's really Rico Mauve, but I have to say Rico Mauve, like Rico Suave. It's a mega slick lip color. And it's one of those, I wear that like, this is probably almost what I wear exclusively. It's just this little thing. It's like one of those little pencils. But it is a long lasting, but it's moist. It's not like one of those long lastings where you're like, whoa, and you're so dry. So that's what I wear. But my friend Sherry turned me on to, we have one more little thing on our lipstick list. This one, oh, so yeah, that Wet n Wild, I don't know, like $2. I'm not a makeup snob by any means. I just, if I find something I like and it works, then I'm good. All right, so the very last one is, it's called, oh, Pillow Talk lipstick. And it's definitely a more expensive one, Charlotte Tilbury. And then there's one thing I put on top of it that's like a lip gloss, but I can't remember what it is. So I'll come back and add that. All right, friends, so there's my makeup essentials list, which is interesting because prior to COVID and prior to filming a ton, it was probably half. So that will go right in there. There's my makeup essentials. And it needs a little bit more. It needs a little bit more. So let's see what we have. Let me look at a couple of these. I have to kind of be careful because I have to stay away from all of, oh, but okay, here's something. So right here, there are none of the hearts, and I had to stay away from the hearts because the hearts are punched through the vellum, and I can't put anything on top of that or else it might prevent my list from sliding in and out. It might stick to it, but I could do something kind of right in there. So let's see. Well, we know I always like the butterflies, but that doesn't really go. Oh, no, it kind of does. Let's see if that works. I love the orange in there. The orange and that light blue together are really pretty. This is a really cute one too. But that doesn't really go. I don't know. It's really heavy. I don't know. It just seems really heavy with that. So I need something a little smaller, I think. So this could maybe work. But then, let's see. Oh, we could do this right there. Add a little something right there. So it's just kind of, we're just kind of snazzing it, jazzing it. What's snazzing? Jazzing it up a little bit. How about that? Let's jazz it up a little bit. So I have a thought. No. And I'm not sure if it will work. Because it's vellum here, and I'm not sure if the vellum, how the vellum will react to, nope, that doesn't work either. Not sure how the vellum might react to a, oh, not that one either. Might react to a Sharpie. Oh yes, that's the right one. But I need to add a little bit more adhesive on that guy. So, not sure how the vellum might, whoopsie, react to a Sharpie, because sometimes I just need to add a little bit more adhesive to this guy. Right about there. So that guy works because it just pulls in a little bit more of the orange that's down there and then the flowers. But now I have two things, and I generally don't like to do groupings of two. So this is what I'm wondering. And I'm not sure how this will work. So I'm going to remove that for a second. And I'm going to do a little test right here to see if I just do a few pluses. So I just added little accents right there with my Sharpie. And I'm not sure if that will work because I'm not sure if it will smear. This is kind of like when you buy a little carpet cleaner and they say, oh, test in an obscure? Test in a place where you won't see it first, right? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to test in a place I won't see it. Oh, and we're good. It doesn't smear. Now, because I pulled that off, I need to add just a little bit more adhesive. Oh, that's why that was not sticking so well. There's a heart stuck to the back of it. All right. So that worked. Right, you know, it might be time to, oh, there we go. Thought I might be time for a new guy, but it just needs to flow a little bit more. So this one is the two different glue pens. That one has a chisel and that one has a fine tip. And I like using those, well, clearly just how I used it, but then also sometimes in your die cuts. When you have a die cut that is a little bit more, has smaller parts like that are hard to get the adhesive adhered to get it to stick. All right, so there we go. I'm just bending that a little bit because that little pocket was a little bit curved. Okay, so it's time to now go adhere this to our little list. So this would be a fun one. You guys, a lot of times we talk about our lists and wanting them to be date stamped. Whoops, don't put the adhesive on that, Lil. Darn it. This would be a fun list that if you did this in high school, if I did this in high school, there'd probably be 3 things on the list. Electric blue mascara, and then I don't know what else I wore in high school. Even like I don't remember when I started wearing like foundation, and I only started wearing concealer in the last year. So this is another one of those interesting lists that would change over time. For sure change over time. So we'll want to go back and date this guy for sure. Ah, word strip. Okay. Carol. Right? All right. All right, there we go. So now that I tested that before, I can come in and I think I'll just do a couple of the little plus accents just to kind of break up and add a little bit of, okay, there we go. Now, my date. I think I can write my date right in here. So we'll just do July 2021. And our little list is good. The only thing, all right, so I'm just gonna do it. You knew I had to do that, didn't you? Because everything else is outlined. and the sides are stitched. The vellum is stitched to that pocket. And so it was bothering me that it looked like, sometimes it works. I got a little bit too close, but it's okay. So there we go. There's my list of makeup essentials. All right, Carla. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna remember that because I always vacillate between Carla or Carol. I'm gonna remember it. Oh, I know, Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo is Carol. Okay, I got it. So Carla said word strip. So let's see. Okay, let's see. Word strip. So now I don't know where. Yeah, I don't think word strip. I think it's just going to be good. I think I'm going to call it good there, and we'll move to our next list. Okay, list number 2 is ice cream flavors. Favorite ice cream. So this is, I think, very telling of someone's personality, kind of. And I'm going to have a funny story. Oh my gosh, guess what I forgot to do? I forgot to do You Do You. Well, You Do You may come in on my next list. Maybe we'll make it work for ice cream. All right, ice cream flavors. This has been on my list to do for a long time. My list of lists, because I have list of lists. This will be a 2-page list. And for ice cream flavors, I am going to use, some of the Just Chill. Oh, Nancy. Guess what? Lemon was not on my list. It needs to be on my list. Colleen, guess what? That's why I picked this one. July is National Ice Cream Month. I'm right there with you. I did. Kim dated it right below happiness. All right. Yes, July is National Ice Cream Month. So favorite ice cream had been on my list of lists for us to do for a while. And I thought, well, now's the perfect time because it's National Ice Cream Month as well. So 2-page list. This one I am for sure going to do separately. And then I'll come back in and adhere it. So the deeper I get into my insert, the more and more I will start to do that, just because there's just things start to get a little bit bumpy, right? Just because we've added puffy stickers or die cuts or washi, whatever, things start to get a little bit bumpy. So if I work on the list outside of the book, like I did this one, and then go in and adhere it, that's good. All right, so 2-page list. The left, okay, let me start with the right side first. I mean the left side, and then I'll get to the right side. So I'm using Just Chill. Just Chill is a super fun summer collection, but there were a couple things in Just Chill that really kind of jumped out at me. This paper, I loved that piece of paper. I thought it was just so fun. So that will be the base for my list on this side. And then in the sticker book, there were a couple of, ice cream stickers. So there's a really cute ice cream cone sticker there. And there's another really cute one. Where did it go? Oh, right there. So we talked last week when we were working on our 4th of July list. I didn't have any 4th of July product. And we said, you know what? You don't have to have specific themed product to do a list. And here I just used red ink on a stamp. I pulled in a couple of star stamps and star little puffy stickers, and then some star washi and a July washi. With this list, if you're listing along with us and you're doing your favorite ice cream flavors, you don't have to have an ice cream sticker, right? We don't have to take things super literally. If you do and you want to use 1 or 2 or 3 or all of them, whatever, but you don't have to have one. We can kind of use some things that might help us to get that idea across that we have already in our stash. All right, so this will be the base of my list. Let's get some of these things put away. Move that. Okay, so base of my list, I know I want this one to be 8 by, I'll do 4.75 again. That gives me a nice kind of border all the way, white border all the way around. And we will do our corner rounding again. Oh, I know, while I'm doing, So very good news. Those of you that have been waiting with bated breath for the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist from Simple Stories, their container finally arrived yesterday, which is awesome, awesome news. So I should have the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist products, crossing fingers, sometime next week. Oh, what did I do to my fingernail? Crossing fingers. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Sometime next week. I got some glue on it. There we go. And I will have the Simple Vintage Lemon Twist, my 6x8 mini book project kit, also up next week. So also the Simple Vintage Coastal will be here as well. So very excited that those are finally here. All right, so that'll be the left side of my list, the base. The right side. So the right side, I found this little thing. And I wish I could give you a link because I Googled favorite ice cream flavors because I needed some things. I'm like, I know there's probably one or two that I am not thinking of that should be on my list. So I Googled that and I saw this. Kim, I haven't designed the album yet. Have not. But I found this. This is a little graphic. And I think if you wanted this, if you searched what your ice cream flavor says about you, try that. The problem is this little image, when I clicked on it, tried to take me to Facebook, and whoever had posted this, it must have been like a private something or other because I couldn't see it. So I just had to right click on it from Pinterest and save it and then print it out. But I thought this would kind of be a really fun thing, just a fun thing to add. This is a great example of if you don't have, in this case, ice cream stickers or die cuts or washi or whatever, you could go to the internet and try to find something that would, that you could save and print out that would work in its place. So this is funny. Yes, what your ice cream flavor says about you. I'll read some of these because I think they'll be pretty funny. Well, I know they're pretty funny. Let's see if we make that, maybe that, 7.5. And then probably about right there, 4. All right, so this will go here. And now I need something, I need a coordinating paper. So that was from Just Chill. So let's grab Just Chill and see what we might want to put on this side. No stripe. So that would be cute, but I don't want to do stripe next to a stripe. Would be cute, no stripe next to the stripe. That could be cute, which is funny though, because I am not a fan of fruit flavored ice cream. Although I was over at my neighbor's last night, Amy, and she made homemade peach ice cream. Oh my gosh, so good. I'd say probably not a fan of like strawberry. That could be cute. No stripe. I don't know, this one might be it. Let's see. I think that's going to be it. Yellow stripe. Yeah, that's it. Or the green, no, I like that. All right, so now I will make this be the same size. This will be 8 by 4.75. Let's get this out of here now because I don't think we need that anymore. This side needs to be corner rounded so they kind of match. Since this will be a 2-page spread, it will look like, actually let's get that out of the way, like that. And this guy will go here. All right, what's your ice cream flavor? Did you get that little laugh? What your ice cream flavor says about you. My very, very, very favorite ice cream ice cream flavor is vanilla. And it says your favorite color is beige. So beige is not my favorite color, but strawberry. Who likes strawberry? Yes, Nancy, the Just Chill is available. I've linked to it in the description of the video, and it's the bundle. It's the pad and the stickers and the die cuts. Strawberry. Whoever likes strawberry. You're pretending this is a fruit. That's kind of funny, right? Chocolate, you know a good thing when you taste it. French vanilla, you're fancy, but not too fancy. This is a funny one. I didn't read these ahead of time. Chocolate fudge brownie. You have your period. Oh my gosh. Rum raisin. You're a constipated pirate. Wow. Salted caramel. You're pregnant. Chubby hubby. Your wife is pregnant. Rainbow sherbet. Hi, Grandma. Coffee. You're hot and tired. Irish coffee. You're hot and tired and wished you were buzzed. Chocolate chip cookie dough. You're lazy and impatient. Birthday cake. You're 7. Bubble gum. You're 12. Green tea. You're missing the point of ice cream. Okay, those are funny. All right, so this will go over here, and let's just go ahead and put that down. That's hilarious. So it's funny. Bubblegum ice cream. That brings back so many memories of being a little kid and going to Baskin Robbins. And they had the bubblegum ice cream that had like the big bubblegum, or the bubblegum, you know, little bubblegum gumballs, gumballs in the ice cream. I loved those when I was a kid. All right, so if you feel like you're more of a memory keeper, we always talk about this, but what we're doing is memory keeping, absolutely. Your list of your favorite makeup, this is totally memory keeping. Totally different than I would have done in high school. Probably different than when I turned 75. I'm going to search for the Estee Lauder that someone recommended. So memory keeping, this one just didn't have photos. If you wanted to have this be a 2-page and you have a drawer full of makeup, you could go take a picture of the drawer, open with your makeup in it. You could have a picture here of you done up. When we get to this one, ice cream. So we could do something like this. My list could be over here and you could put one photo, multiple photos. Maybe you have a picture of you eating an ice cream cone, or someone in your family eating an ice cream cone. Or you go to Baskin Robbins and you take a really cool photo, like kind of off to the side, and you're looking at all the little tubs of ice cream. Or go to the grocery store and open the cooler where all the ice cream is, and kind of take a cool photo down the line of all the ice cream. If you want to add photos to any list, you absolutely can. And I do sometimes, and other times I don't. Doesn't just have to be a picture of you eating an ice cream. You can get kind of creative if you want. Bubblegum, yes, so funny. Karen, we had an ice cream store in my hometown that had ice cream with a piece of bubble gum at the bottom. Oh, and you know why they would do that? So that if you had the cone, the ice cream wouldn't drip through the bottom of the cone. Here's a little interesting tidbit about Lael as I'm outlining. I think one of my quirks that I did a while ago was I eat almost everything with a fork. No, I do not eat ice cream with a fork. However, I do... I eat ice cream, even a cone. Like if we go to Baskin Robbins or something, I can't get a cone. I have to get it in a cup because I have to eat it with a spoon. I can't like bite into that part of the ice cream. I just can't do it. But a bubble gum right down there would make it so that the ice cream doesn't drip down the bottom of the cone. It was in the plastic that tapered to the bottom. There we go. Hi, Kari. Okay, Francis, your son's favorite was Baskin Robbins bubblegum ice cream. It always left his lips and tongue blue. I know, right? Isn't that so fun? Cotton candy. So this could be, when we talk about our list, you guys too, obviously when I do my list, I am working with paper and, different products and things, but we've also talked about you could do lists verbally with your family or with your friends. So you could be, everyone's sitting at dinner, and this kind of came into play a lot during COVID because some people were sheltering in place with their families. And so this would be a fun list to do with the family, just verbally. So what's your favorite ice cream flavor? And go around the table, because I think what happens is you start having these conversations, memories come up, like Francis just mentioned. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. My son's favorite was bubble gum. And when he was done, he had purple and blue lip. So those are the kind of fun things that can come out of what we're doing, listing, even if you don't list on paper with us, be something that you could kind of incorporate into what you're doing or the rest of your life. Okay, so now I need some white cardstock. So I need to remember to replenish that from downstairs. White cardstock. Let me just move some over here for now. All right. So white cardstock, I am going to add over here. And let's see. I'm just thinking about something, how I want to do this. Well, before we get there, I will start out with my white as a base. And instead of measuring, I'm going to, I don't know, this will probably be too large for what I want, but I'm just going to kind of get a feel for what that size is. Back up comes the trimmer. 4 by 7.5. Just happens to be what I had trimmed that other piece to. Well, not just happens to be, because that's what I measured it. Wow, that's what I measured it to be. All right, oh, maybe keep that, because we could do something fun with that maybe. All right, oh, my garbage is far away. All righty, so if this were to go here, oh yeah, that's okay, because I still have I still see lots of that fun stripe. And this, I don't know, even though I don't like the pink kind of ice creams, this is fun because it just kind of reminds me of ice cream colors, right? All right, let's do this. I need to be thinking about my title. Well, I know what my title is going to say. I need to be thinking about colors. So I think what I might do here, I am going to pull out the Simple Stories, their Color Vibe stickers, because I think I want my sticker to coordinate really well with that type of font. And this is a little bit taller and narrower, but it will be pretty similar. So now I just need to find a color. And I'm sure I could find a pink, but the pink, oh, hang tight for a second. I just have another idea. Let's see. Well, no. I think I want to find the mint. This guy. Yeah, I think there's just one mint in the lights. Okay. So the Simple Stories alpha stickers, I probably kind of go back and forth between using like the Doodlebug ones, and the Simple Stories, depending on what font I want. The Simple Stories ones are always nice because they're a really good value. Those I have on my website, but those are, I think, $9 for the tablet, and you have 1,700 stickers in 6 colors. So those are fun too. But I think I'm looking at the mint. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's like perfect match. All right. So ice cream. I have large or kind of a smaller one. What I'm thinking though, I don't do this very often. I don't think I can do it. I was thinking maybe, what if I did my title at the bottom, but I don't think I can do that. So I'm going to do something a little bit different, I think. We'll see how this works. But the nice thing is by doing my title on the ruler, I have options. I can kind of move it around to see where I like it. So that's what we'll start with. Oh, black raspberry. That's an interesting one. Kind of along the lines of black raspberry, is Huckleberry. So we have friends that have a cabin up in northern Idaho, about 20 miles south of the Canadian border. So it's very north. It's near some of you may know, it's called Priest Lake. And if you're from the area, like Spokane, then you for sure probably know Priest Lake. But what you may know instead is Coeur d'Alene. Coeur d'Alene is becoming much more popular with, I don't know, people all over the U.S. Anyhow, so it's near there. But We go up there a couple times with them every year. This month we'll do that at the end of the month. And the summertime, huckleberries. There are huckleberries everywhere. And so they make huckleberry ice cream, which is really good. Even though I said I'm not really a fruity ice cream person, but huckleberry's good. Brahms. Rolo candy. Oh my gosh, that would be good. Yeah, Shrilly. Listening at dinner. Yeah, I think that's fun. Even with little kids. I mean, if you're a grandma and you have little kids, little grandkids, or, an aunt, or just family friends, you have your own kids, friends, whatever it is. I think it'd be really fun with little kids to just say, hey, what's your favorite ice cream flavor? And then little kids, oh my gosh, they'll take that, so far. And you could have an hour-long discussion with little kids about something like that. Coconut cream pie ice cream with real pie crust pieces in it. Holy cow, Debbie, where do you find that? Mary keeps getting errors. I don't know. Maybe internet? Because I think we're okay. Glacier National Park, Huckleberry everything. Yeah. They have Huckleberry vodka, Huckleberry buckets. Oh goodness, that was where on the lake, you go to a restaurant on the lake and they have a big like a bucket, and you can get a Huckleberry bucket, which is really a vodka drink, and then like however many there, how that sounds like I've been sipping on Huckleberry. I've been sipping in my Huckleberry vodka. No. Huckleberry bucket, but then if you have like 4 people, then there's like big long straws, and then you all, just drink from the Huckleberry bucket. Although, I don't know, post-COVID, we're like, oh, I don't know, right? Some of the things that, like blowing out a birthday cake, that may change now that we've been through the COVID area, or still going through the COVID area. Chocolate marshmallow and chocolate chip. Oh, chocolate marshmallow, yummy. How close is it to Bonner's Ferry? Marie, I don't know. Do you know Sandpoint? Close to Sandpoint? I don't know where Bonner's Ferry is. I think if I asked my friend, she would tell me. It is about a 2-hour drive from Spokane. So you must go northeast from Spokane. Oh, black licorice ice cream. Now I'm thirsty and hungry. I need to check out Huckleberry. Yes. Line a mile long, Debbie. Murrayville, Illinois. A tiny shop that has that yummy pie ice cream. Coffee ice cream. Oh, coffee ice cream's on my list. Eternally yours. Her nephew waved his birthday candles out using a paper plate, right? I know. Debbie bakes a pie crust just to crunch up in pieces and add to ice cream. That's a good idea. Toasted almond caramel with Fenton's at the Nut Tree in Berkeley, or Nut Tree Vacaville. Pistachio. Bluebell. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I should probably stop talking about the ice cream, right? We're all going to be hungry. No, because we're just starting the list. So we're going to have to talk about the ice cream for a while. Okay. So what I was thinking, maybe I might do this over here. Okay. So if I did this over here, and it was kind of making me think of a list that we did about spring cleaning. Oh, golly. Guys, I still need to finish this one. Remember when I started covering it? I still need to finish it. Spring cleaning. I'm just going to look. Was it in this list? In this one? Okay, but I'm just going to pull this one out so you can see where this is kind of coming from. No, not this one either. Where is it? Where is it? This one? Oh my gosh, this one's chunky. Look at that. Yes, it's this one. Okay. Oh, this one. So on this one, when I did the title along the side, spring cleaning. So I think I might kind of liked that because it was different, right? Most of my lists always have the title up here, which isn't bad, but might be kind of fun to do the title along the side. So that's what I'm going to do. Ice cream, we'll go over here. So turn this way. And then this is where on my little ruler, do I like it here? And actually it works really well that I'm turning it to the side, because it really wouldn't work here. If I had done that, I would have figured out really early on that I needed to use the smaller size of that same sticker, that same font that's in the little book. All right, ice cream. And we'll do the same thing here. Just push those little letters down. I got a little bit of something right there. And lift. I just gently still hold on to those. These, the Simple Stories stickers in the little sticker book, these are paper stickers, so they're pretty thin. And no, nothing wrong with them being thin. I just like to mention that they're thin because they work very differently. Well, they work differently than like these, because these are cardstock and those are paper. So you just have to know that there's a difference when you're working with them. Cardstock stickers are a lot easier to reposition. So to lift up and then reposition them in another place. Paper stickers, not as easy, because once they're down, they're pretty much down. You can, I mean, you've seen me. I've tried to peel them up before, and sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. All right. Okay, so now let's pull out the, oh yeah, the sticker book. So this is the Just Chill sticker book. I have another list that's planned for next week where I will continue to use Just Chill. And I will use a little bit more of the summer kind of theme as opposed to kind of generic like I'm doing here. So there is the little ice cream cone. There were two. So let's look at this. And these are cardstock, so they're a little bit heavier. That could go there, right? What I think I want to do, so I pulled out these large dot stickers. And I used these a couple weeks back on the, I think the vacations favorites list. Oh yeah, things I heard about going on vacation. So on this list, I used those large dot stickers just kind of as an accent along the bottom. I've linked to these in the description of the video. There's kind of 4 different color palettes or color families. But I thought these would be fun to work in, and I wasn't quite sure how I was going to work these in. But I think I know how I'm going to work them in. I think I will put this sticker right here, but then it's kind of white. There's just kind of a lot of white around it, and I want it to try to be maybe a little bit more uniform with this. So I think I'll add maybe 4 of those little stickers right there, and let's just see what it looks like. These are fun because they're kind of a little bit, I don't know, translucent. They're a little bit translucent. So what if that goes right there? And then maybe this peachy color? And then maybe this guy? I don't know. Let's see. All right, let's try it. And then maybe this little green color? There. All right, this guy's a little bit out of place. I mean, it's just a little bit over to the right or left. I don't know where it was. All right, so I didn't quite put them all the way down when I stuck them down. Okay, so maybe this guy needs to be a little bit offset like that, but then a little bit up too. So originally I was thinking I could do that, but then it covers up like 2 of the 4, so that didn't quite work. So we'll just move this over here a little bit. All right. Now, what if I'm going to try something. if I wrote favorites right above there. And so I'm just going to take one of my little white extra pieces that I had cut off. And I'm going to pretend I'm doing the test of the carpet cleaner first to see if it ruins the carpet. Right? I'm just testing this. I'll just kind of set it on there to see if I like the way it looks. Not really. I mean, it would kind of go right there, but I don't really like it. I mean, so I could do a little bit right here, just writing about my favorite ice cream. I mean, that these are my favorite ice creams. So I'm going to do a little bit of journaling here. Just thinking what I have that could go right there. Let me look in here. I feel like I need like a heart. I use hearts a lot, don't I? Hearts are sometimes, so there's another little ice cream, but I don't think I need more than one. I think I've got plenty of ice cream going on over here. Heart and just chill. Nope. All right, so then I'm gonna go to my, oh, look at that. That would have been fun. So I could have also used that to spell ice cream, but I didn't see that. I'll use those next week. Okay, so hearts. Let's grab our little container full of hearts and see what we have here. I'm gonna just look really quick. Oh, we're talking about Sundays and being pregnant. Oh, thanks, Mary. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Hearts. Well, oh. Do you see what I'm, kind of, so what I'm thinking, let's just see, this could be kind of fun. These, or maybe these are some of the Doodlebug epoxy stickers or sprinkles. They're called sprinkles. But you know what would be kind of fun? Look at this. I'm totally going a different angle, you guys. Can you see that? How I just add a little heart there? Just going to kind of jazz these little guys up a little bit. Actually, if I do this, if I make them go off a little bit, then we'll know that they're there. All right, that guy will not quite be the right color, but that's okay. These are called tiny hearts. Rainbow hearts, tiny hearts. Oh no, that's too close. We need this one. So very different direction than I was originally headed, but with the little hearts, but that's okay. There. Okay, cute. Didn't solve what I was doing here though. No, that. Now though. Oh gosh. Words are hard. Words are hard. Words are hard. It always reminds me when the boys were little and they'd, be having a tantrum and you're like, use your words. Use your words. I try to use my words. All right. I'm just going to start here. Ever since, I don't know what I'm going to say, I was a little girl, I've always loved ice cream. My first job, you guys remember that list? My first job was even at an ice cream store. Here are a few of my favorite ice cream flavors as of now. And I just wrote as of now because I needed a place to end that. All right, so this is different, right? I don't normally do something like that on a list. This is a really different list than I normally do in terms of, well, listing, right? But there's no right or wrong way to do it. All right, so here we go. Let's just see really quick. Little letter blocks. Oh, missed that, Carla. Punch a small heart. Oh, okay. Eternally Yours. So let's talk about that for a second. Eternally Yours said, can you punch a small heart from one of the stickers? Let's just try something. Because we like to experiment sometimes, right? Look what I happen to have. I happen to have a little, hi Joanne. I happen to have a little heart punch. So the way that I would do that, I would try on, just while it's still on the roll, I would come in. I think the part that might be a little bit hard is then getting, let's see, where'd they go? Oh, right here. Because the backing is kind of like wax paper. Get that off. Oh, where'd it go? All right, here it is. Oh yeah, look, totally could do that. And look, so the punch that I have was a little bit, here, let me do this, was a little bit too wide for one of those circles, but there it is. That's the little sticker that we just punched out. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. Yeah, so you could totally do that. And that would work because and there's a little wax paper piece that now is left over. I wasn't quite sure how well it would punch and wasn't quite sure how well it would peel off, but absolutely could do that. That would have been fun to do there too. All right, so now the flavors. Okay, here we go. Here's the list. Somebody reminded me, somebody said lemon earlier. Haagen-Dazs makes a lemon, it's not even like a sorbet. I don't even know what it is, but that is, I've not had that one in years, but I just remembered that I love that. So I'll have to write that. But okay, I need someone. Will someone tell me how to spell Haagen-Dazs? Will you Google it and then just put it in the chat? How to spell Haagen-Dazs? Because I don't know offhand, and I'm sure I won't get that right. So we'll put lemon. I think it's like D-A-A-Z or something. Okay, so starting off, my very favorite, like I said, number one, hands down, is vanilla. Plain and simple. I have a very funny story about Nick, my husband. I don't know if I've ever shared it with you guys. Thank you, Diane and Pam and Kim. 2A. Oh, look, and see, I knew there were 2 A's. I just had the 2 A's in the wrong place. I had H-A-G-N-D-A-A-Z. So it's H-A-A-G-N, H-A-A-G-E-N, and then D-A-Z. Close. All right. Oh, but is there an S on the end? Haagen-Dazs. I know that's not a possessive. Haagen-Dazs with an S. Okay. All right. I'm going to keep going, and then I'm going to try to tell the story. I will try to tell the story at the same time because I'm not sure if, I don't know if I can do that. That's like walking and chewing gum at the same time. The next one is, okay, this one's very important, and you never see this on any of the lists. Starlight Mint. I love like a mint ice cream. It's probably because it's similar to vanilla with a little bit of mint. Not mint chocolate chip. I don't like the chocolates in it. Give me just the mint ice cream without the chocolate chips and I'm happy. Starlight Mint is like the vanilla that has little tiny chunks of like red and white candy cane in it. Love that. Love, love, love the Starlight Mint. And my very favorite thing, like from the Dairy Queen, an Oreo Mint Blizzard. Oh, throw a few Oreos in that puppy and oh my gosh, so good. All right, the next one is Americone Dream. Americone Dream. And that is Ben and Jerry's. And I think it's like, it's a Stephen Colbert flavor, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why he had his own. I think some of them do. It's like the Cherry Garcia from the Grateful Dead. But yes, Americone Dream. It's so good. So if you like ice cream, go to the grocery store and look for little Ben and Jerry's, and it's Americone Dream because it has little chunks of the ice cream cone in it. It's good. Diane, I just ate a Starbucks cake pop. So good thing, because I'm probably going to need this when we're done. In my freezer, I have, see, in our house, we really can't have ice cream because no one in our family has any willpower at all, like zero. So we can't have cookies, we can't have candy because it's there and then we eat it all like immediately. But I do have Skinny Cow ice cream sandwiches in the fridge, in the freezer. Cherry Garcia. That's funny. Okay. So here we go. Next one. Americone Dream. I love that. I like cookie dough ice cream. Again, because it has a like vanilla base to it, right? Cookie dough. I also like cookies and cream because it also has a vanilla base to it. I totally forgot about this one. Coffee. And I'm going to put flavor in there. I mean, I know these are all flavor, but I wanted that to all be even. So, yeah, snacks stay out of my cabinets and fridge. Yeah, it's been Chunky Monkey. Okay, so, Mary, Chunky Monkey. I know super popular, not for me, because I think it has cherries in it, doesn't it? But it's funny. Here's the thing. If I know, like ice cream, if it's in there, then I might be okay because I'm like, oh, it's in there. So if I want it, I can have it. But then I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. But if it's not in there, then that's like all I can think about. And then I have to go get some, which is just weird. Okay, next one, peanut butter cup. I like the peanut butter cup ice cream. But it's all kind of vanilla with things added. Okay, this one of my very favorite, salted, I don't know, caramel, depending on where you live. Caramel or caramel. Oh, Susan, Ben and Jerry's Tiramisu Ice Cream. Wow, I bet that's really good. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look for that one. Chubby Hubby, I know, right? So what's funny is Eternally Yours. I don't know if you were here when I was going through this, what your ice cream flavor says about you. Salted caramel, and I'm not pregnant, just so we're clear. I just put salted caramel down, definitely not pregnant. Salted caramel, you're pregnant. Chubby Hubby, your wife is pregnant. Thought that was funny. Plain old ice milk bars covered in chocolate. Oh, yummy. Like, kind of like at Dairy Queen when you get the cone with the chocolate on top. Colleen, Haagen-Dazs dark chocolate. So guess what, my friend? We can't be friends. I am not like a huge chocolate fan. Unless it is like a Hershey bar or the Canadian version of a Hershey bar or whatever. Oh yes, Bernice, you and I would be good friends. Dairy Queen Blizzards, vanilla with things added. Yep, absolutely. And here's the thing, anything counts. It's your list, so whatever you want to put on here, it's yours. Banana ice cream. Oh, Mary. I had no idea. I mean, I guess Chunky Monkey Banana. Oh, I wish I didn't know that. I love banana stuff. I'm going to have to look for that one. Chunky Monkey, banana ice cream with chocolate fudge and walnuts. Oh, nummy. Okay, salted caramel. Okay, there's another one that's called Moose Tracks. That has just a bunch of stuff in it. A bunch of stuff. Now, I also like, and this one's going to sound a little weird, I like Rocky Road. And Rocky Road is a little bit of a departure from the rest of my list because that is actually a chocolate. But I like the marshmallows in it. Double caramel with a thick coating of chocolate on top, a thinner layer of chocolate around the outside. What's Magnum, Diane? I don't know what Magnum is. That sounds really good, but I don't know what Magnum is. Okay, then the last one, Moose Tracks. Yes, Moose Tracks, good. Dairy Queen Blizzard, Hawaiian vanilla with, but oh my gosh, that sounds like a smoothie. With banana, pineapple, and coconut. Rocky Road, butter pecan. Ooh, I tell ya. Okay, then my last one is, I'm going to have to search this one out because I haven't had this one in forever. I don't know if they still make it, but that's the lemon. But I don't know what kind of lemon is. Lemon from Haagen Dazs. No, Haagen Dazs. Okay, there we go. So I think, there we go. That's good. Now there's one thing. Well, there's actually two things I need, friends. Fish food. I've never heard of that one, Fiona. I wonder what that's like. Sandy, since I love ice cream so much, my dad said he was going to buy me half a gallon of ice cream and make me eat the whole thing. I said, bring it on, right? Klondike bars. Ooh, nummy. Okay, so this is, I have a little bit of extra space here, right? What's interesting, you guys, look at both lists so far, no washi. Normally, I have washi, right? The bottom of my list. So these are, oh, UPS is here. A little bit different. But I have a big glaring white space right here, right? So what do we do when we have a big glaring white space? What do I pull out? I pull out word strip stickers. Now, I found my Snarky. I was missing Snarky for a couple of weeks, and I found it. It was in my little new product bin, which I don't know how it ended up in there because it's not new. So we could find something in Snarky. We could find something in just Small Talk. So Small Talk, Snarky. And let's, oh, these are quotations, I think. All right, all on my website. If you, I think there's even a place on my website under stickers that says word strip stickers. That's how much I love the word strip stickers. Okay, so let's see what we're looking for. I don't know. The black is going to be, I think the black is going to be too heavy. So, I mean, that just might be too heavy down there. I think we will need a white one. So let's look at these. Documented. Documented is always a really good one, right? Tell your story. That could work. You are loved. Okay, you know what? You are loved could be actually really good right here. And that is what is going to go right there. You are loved. Because normally you'd think that, you know, I'd use that normally. Maybe like on this little picture of Sammy. You are loved. Yes, because usually a person is loved. But guess what? Ice cream is loved too. So you are loved is going to go right there. Perfect. All right. So last thing I need to do is I need to date this. So we'll do right down here. That's a good spot for our handy dandy trusty roller date stamp. So I think I'm going to test first again to see if I want to do black or I might want to do a color. Oh, because, okay, you guys, I spent some time organizing all my my distress oxide inks the other day. I'm going to post about it on social media, and I'll post about it next week in the Mail by Mail Facebook group too. And I will also probably do a blog post about it, just because my friend Vicky turned me on to something that I'm very excited about, the way that things were organized. So these are my list. This is my list. These are, oh, I know. Okay. So these are all the distressed colors, the distressed inks. And all the black checks are the ones that I have. This has come up before, friends. When Tim came out with, Tim Holtz does the distress ink. So for example, that. He came out with a new color a couple months ago, and we were chatting because he was releasing the new color during the time that we were doing our listing session on Saturday. We're kind of chatting back and forth, all of us here, about what we thought the color was going to be. It ended up being the Salvage Patina. I said, I think it's going to be a mint. And it wasn't a mint. And yes, Eternally Yours, coming next week. He has another brand new color coming next week. I am hoping, crossing fingers for a mint, because look out of all those colors, there is not a mint. We need a mint. Like there's something missing in here. There's no mint. I'm hoping it's a mint. But I think speckled egg, let me look at speckled egg, but I think speckled egg is going to be too blue. I don't think I'm going to like it to go right there. So I could do a yellow. If I did a yellow, I could do, squeezed lemonade could be fun right there. That's mustard seed. So let's look. Let's grab mustard seed and squeezed lemonade and see what we get. Grab this little guy, because this is just where I do all of my little tests. At one point, I will have swatches like these done for all of the colors. These are just printed out from my printer. And we've chatted before about this. What comes out of your printer, the color could look quite a bit different than the actual ink itself, because depending on the printer and the inks and how many inks that the printer uses to render the colors and all of those things. All right, so I really need to swatch. 07, one of these days. Today's the 10th. And this is just the roller date stamp, my handy dandy. This is probably, when we talk about like my most used tools, supplies, the ruler, the date stamp, the tweezers. All right. Oh, I remembered. I also have this awesome thing. My friend Jen Shirkus has these in her store. Pet. That keeps it from moving around a lot, especially if you are doing any kind of ink blending. Okay, so here, I still have some black. Let me clean that. I probably, or actually, it's probably not black. It's probably a blue that I used last. Just get out a little baby wipe here. Diane, I love it. Diane said she just did a quick, easy swatch of her Distress Oxides while I was working on the makeup list. Wonderful. Bye, Sandy. Twisted Citron. Let's see, Colleen. I actually just ordered some more from scrapbook.com, and I don't remember which ones I ordered. Oh, Twisted Citron. I do have that. Ooh, maybe that could be fun. Let's look. So the pink, yes, somebody said pink. Oh, that's good, Karen. Put some liner for your kitchen drawers under it. That's a good idea too. Where this really comes into play is if you are using, and I don't know if the same thing would work with a, hang on, I'm just looking for something here real quick. The same thing would work if you're doing this, but like if you have an ink blending tool, that helps keep that steady when you're trying to get the ink and blend it instead of it like moving around a lot. So if I was using my ink blending tool, well, there's not much ink on here, but anyhow. Okay, so now that that's clean, let's see. That's interesting because it's turned into like this kind of interesting citron color with what's behind it. Yeah, I think that's just too light. I don't think we'll see that enough. It's just going to be too light right down there. All right, so squeezed lemonade, good color, but not in this case. I missed some, oh. Jackie, sorry your internet's not cooperating, but ice cream always helps, right? Ice cream will fix it. If ice cream doesn't fix the internet, then it will fix your mood. Okay, so that is definitely a darker. So let's see what that would look like. That orange, yeah, no. That orange is a little bit too close to all of those cones, so that won't work either. The pink, so the pink would be cute, but then there's a lot of pink on that page. So let's look at Twisted Citron because I really wish there was a mint. Really wish there was a mint. We'll look at Twisted Citron, and then if not, then we'll probably just do our black. Uh-oh, what did I do? I totally messed that up when I was cleaning it. Where'd the O go? Okay, there we go. I also put them in order of color so that they will be really easy to find. Because Twisted Citron is right there. above that. That's sure fun, isn't it? Ooh, speckled egg. Diane, yes. So I was thinking, that was the other one I was thinking, that speckled egg could maybe work. So I think the twisted citron, yeah, no, let's try speckled egg. We'll get there. Maybe this is the one. Third time is a charm. Wait, where's speckled egg? Oh, there it is. With the blues. All right. Clean this a little bit again because color on top of color on top of color is distorting. All right, let's see what we get. I think that could be it. All right, so 7/10/21, that's the right date. And if it wasn't quite the right date, it would be okay. Because again, I'm sure based on my age, my ice cream favorites will change, have changed, for sure. Yep, I think that will be it. So let's look when we're still not quite sure. Yep, that's perfect. Yay! Thanks, Diane. Cracked pistachio. I also do, yes, I also have cracked pistachio. Like a little bit more tealy color. I know, I'm slowly collecting them all. All right, here we go. We're going in. It's a little bit crooked, I can tell. Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay, yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good rendering. Whatever. That was a good, I don't even know where that word came from. That was a very good suggestion. Good, good, good. All right, put that away. And now we are ready for list number 3. Oh, no, I need to put those in. Let's get those added. Let's get some of these things cleaned up first, though. These need to go back into here. All right, oopsie. I missed Karen's idea. All right, so now let's get them added. Oh, I gotta put this back. In my handy little dandy little storage system there. Alrighty. Here we go. Clean up some things because it's a mess and then I can't think or find anything that I need. All right, bear with me, friends. We're just getting things situated. All right, it's my garbage I forgot. All right. Oh, Karen, yes. I know just one way that the U.S. has to be different from the rest of the world. We always do month and then date and then year. And much of the world does.